Motorsport Gang, man. I'm back with some more content, man. Today is a special day, you know. Hey, this year has been the first for a lot of different things, you know, like my first time doing a lot of different things. So, you know, this year was my first year getting a supercar. This year was my first year going to the drag strip, and I hit a 7.6 and an 1/8 mile on my very first pass ever. So this has been a good year. And there's one last thing. There's many more things too, but there's one last. I opened a business. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, one last thing for this year is modding a fucking car. See, now I never modded a car. All my cars always just been stopped because that's the game I played. If I wanted a faster car, I just wait until I got to the position to get a faster car. You see what I'm saying? This is at my house and everything like that. Here comes my badass little son. But I mean, this is my house, obviously. You know, by the way, look, KD Motorsport Gang, I'm gonna put y'all on something. Look, when you go pick her up for a date in a Jaguar, a supercar preferably, you know, and then after the date, you might go home, you might call her up for a nightcap or something like that, take her home, she might let you come up or whatever. Before that, stop at the store, you find us at Walmart, maybe some different stores, I'm not sure, and get you some Stella Rose. You see what I'm saying? Stella Rose Red is my favorite, you see what I'm saying? But I mean, it's not a strong drink, but it tastes so good. So you can eat it with steak, you can eat it with food. I mean, you could drink it with steak or you could drink it with food because it's such a good drink. You see what I'm saying? But you might want to get you some Barefoot. You know, get you some Barefoot Peach with the Stella Rose, because the Barefoot Peach is stronger. So with the Stella Rose, then you got a stronger drink, and then you got something that just tastes so good that you can sip on. But let's get back to the topic at hand. This is a car channel, so that's what we're gonna get on this car channel. You know, this is my house. You know, I mean, my mom buys me cars. I mean, I'm a homeowner. I have my own home, but for some reason, I have to have my mom buy me a car. So I guess I wanted to race a guy with this car right here, right? But because I wanted to race a guy with this car, if you put 2 and 2 together, since I'm trying to race with this car, since they have slow cars, right? I guess that means that my Jaguar F-Type R is repo, because now I'm trying to race a guy with this car. Jaguar F-Type R is not repoed, it's right there. I mean, the rumors, you know, but I'm starting to see how things are made. You know, people hate off you, and then they make anything, and then they just throw shit out there. It's like grabbing a big ball of shit, and then you just throw it, and then you just hope and wait to see if it's gonna stick to the wall. And if people pick it up, and then people run with that rumor, then it's just a whole new rumor, you know. So we already proved that the car is mine. I showed my title, my Illinois title registration papers, whatever, and it's in my name, and it proves that the Jag is mine. So now the new rumor is that the Jaguar F-Type R is repo, but it's sitting right there in my garage at my house. I mean, come on. I mean, I understand that a certain demographic of people, you know, we want to act like those certain people can't have anything, you know, like we supposed to all just be at the bottom. And I get it, because majority of our people is at the bottom, you know, but we coming up though, you know, and we gonna win this time, you know, by the way. But let me get back to you, and I'm gonna come back with what this video is about, because I got a very special announcement. My first time ever doing this. Here we are, man. Here we are. KD Motorsport Gang. Here we are, man. Here we are. I can't be more happier, man. The fucking time has come, man. The time has come. And this is my first time ever modding a car. I never did this before. I really don't have that much experience except for, you know, the stuff I look up, you know. And that's the funny thing about it, you know. Google, people use Google when it's convenient, but then people use Google against you when you use Google to prove something. So are we using Google or not? I want to speak one more thing before we get to this, right? I mean, before we get to this, right? You see what I'm saying? One more thing. So what fucking type of races are we doing? What's the ultimate way to grudge match or race? Are we doing dig races? Is it all about dig race? You beat me any other race, but whoever wins the dig race is the king, is the guy. Are we dig racing, like from zero? Are we road racing? Do you have to win a 40 road? Do you have to win a 60 road in order to get rights, bragging rights or whatever? Are we dig racing? Are we road racing? Are we fucking track racing? Do we have to find a track and whoever wins the track? Are we going Fast and Furious style where we have to race around the city? I mean, with the police, don't give no fuck. You just have to make it around the city in a certain track and make it back. Whoever wins and come back first. Are we doing Fast and Furious style? Because I had dudes challenging me, and that's another thing. Everybody wants to race when they got the advantage. You see what I'm saying? I got a guy that has a Tesla. He don't want to road race because obviously I'm going to win in a road race. I road raced everybody else. Any race that I did, they all have been road racing. He don't want to road race because I have the advantage. He wants to dig race because he obviously has the advantage. You see what I'm saying? Then I got guys on the road race, but they won't dig race. You see what I'm saying? Because I might have the advantage over them. Then I got guys that can't beat me in a road race or a dig race, and they want to race around the fucking lake. How do you race? Somebody answer this question. How do you race around the lake? Like, how do we race? It's one lane, right? So how do we race around the lake? Like, what does that look like? Are we on some Fast and Furious type shit? I mean, but scratch that, right? If we're gonna race around the lake, okay, I want a quarter mile straight before we get to the curves. And I'm just going to smoke you down a quarter mile straight, and then I'm going to stay in front of you. You're not going to catch back up around the curves. I mean, and I could actually drive. See, people underestimate you. Oh, he don't. I could race him around the lake because he ain't gonna be able to keep up with me around the lake, bro. If you could drive around the lake, I could drive around the lake. Come on, man. Just like the guy that thought I didn't know what I was doing when I went to the drag trip. Now he a good guy and he helped me out a lot, but everything he was telling me to do, if you watch the video, I was speaking about doing those things before I even got to the drag trip. And I went and did a 7.6 on my first run with traction off. You see what I'm saying? I know how to fucking drive the car, man. Just because I'm a certain demographic don't mean I don't know how to do shit. It don't mean, come on, man. And we get money too, you know? So, now this, but I want somebody answer that question. What's the ultimate way to prove, like in this core world guy, this core world, this guy core shit, what's the ultimate grudge match? What are we doing? Are we doing dig racing? Is it about dig racing? Is it about road racing? I know in Texas they do road racing. Is it road racing or is it track racing? Which one is it? You know what I mean? Are we on Fast and Furious type shit? You see what I'm saying? But now, let's get to the point of this whole video, man. This is the VAP, Velocity AP mods. But let's get more in detail. See this right here? And KD Motorsport Gang. Look at this right here, baby. Look at that. The big pulley, you know? So I haven't got the other pulley off yet. Well, I'm not going to be the one to get it off. So I don't know the weight difference yet, but I've seen other people get this same thing and they say that this one is actually lighter than the one that's on the car. You know, it's lighter, which is good. I believe it's bigger because what it's going to do is make the supercharger spin faster, which I'm an amateur at this, I'll admit that. It makes the supercharger spins faster and it makes more boost. You see what I'm saying? So now with the lower pulley, right, and the upper pulley, right, and a tune, we're probably looking at like another 100 horsepower. You know what I mean? And this is very simple mods because the car is already supercharged. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't got to go do a cam, do headers and stuff. I ain't even got to do that. You know, so this is the belt right here. I'm not gonna take it out. That's the belt on the inside. Velocity AP belt. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? KD Motorsport Gang. You know what I mean? So now the next step is to get these on. It's not that hard. You switch these two off. It take a little bit of time because all the parts you got to take off. You know that Jag is a supercar, so you know it has a bottom cover. It's a lot of different things you got to take off. But a professional shop will be able to do it easily with their tools. So we get that on. You tune it. You send the information back to them. You get the information from your car by hooking it up, I believe. You send it back to them. They send you back a special type of tool for your car, and every car is different. You see what I'm saying? And then you update that. You upload it to your car, and then your car is tuned. After you got this on, you test it, you drive it, make sure everything's good. You put it on the dyno, confirm your numbers, and then boom, we got the first time KD Motorsport has ever modded a car. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is, baby. So we here. The time is coming. I told y'all. A lot of people doubted. They said, What's taking them so long? I always told you guys, I said Black Friday. Black Friday came. I ordered my stuff. I had to wait for my stuff to come in. It's here now. You see what I'm saying? But that brings me to one last topic before we go. What type of car guy are you? You see what I'm saying? Like, because there's different type of car guys. You know, you got car guys that only think of people being car guys if they know how to go out there. Because I've seen a guy, I could go and mod this car myself right now if I knew how to. If I knew how to take off this pulley, I could put the other one on, take the other one off, put this one on right now. I could take the other one off and put this one right now, and I could go hook this up to my car, get on my computer, send it to them because they gave me directions, and then they send it back, and then I could tune my car right now. Some people look at that as being a real car guy. You see what I'm saying? They don't look at you as a car guy if you don't know how to do those things. You know, if you don't know how to get a wrench and work on your own car. Some people look at a car guy as a guy that got one car and this is his soul and his heart car. This is the car he raced with. Like in Texas, they do the Texas street racing or whatever. You know, a lot of times a guy have one signature car he's known for, and he'd make that car as fast as possible, and then he'd go out there and road race. Some people look at that as a car guy. Me, I'm not neither one of them type of car guys. So I want to clear that up because I don't want to give people the wrong message as me pretending to be something I'm not. I'm not neither one of that. I can be either one if I wanted to, but I'm not. I want to be more of the type of car guy like a tall guy car reviews, or Mr. Organic, or for a different, or like a Smee, or what's the guy name? Parker over there at Vehicle Virgins. You know what I mean? I want to be like that type of car guy. I'm not more of a Drag Times car guy. Like Drag Times, he do nothing but. Well, actually, I'll take that back. I want to be like a Drag Times car guy. Yeah, because it's not about just getting one car and making that car as fast as possible. That's my one star car. You know what I mean? For me, I like different cars. For me, it's getting different cars. So I don't necessarily have to mod all my cars the same way that Drag Times doesn't necessarily have all his cars modded. You see what I'm saying? To me, it's just achieving and being able to get this car, working my way up to getting in the top level supercars and stuff like that, one by one, and the new one that come out can get that, race that, do stats on that, whatever it does, stock from the factory, that's what it does. You see what I'm saying? Then get another car, then do a review on this car, show you how it feels to drive and live with this car. You see what I'm saying? I want to, with my page, be able to drive different cars and show people the everyday driving abilities of the car, the everyday living experience with the car, how the car makes you feel. You see what I'm saying? And get some road races and with the cars that you're supposed to road race with, and you know, some races, some drag strip races and stuff like that with the car. But that's not the only thing my channel is for. My channel is like a car review type of channel. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just going to be fast cars. It's going to be luxury cars. It's going to be trucks, SUVs, and different things like that I'm going to bring to the channel. But right now, we're on this, baby. So time is coming. And you already know, man. Once this gets put on the car, oh, man, it's going to be some races, you know. And if some boys don't want to race me, then, hey, I feel you. I wouldn't want to either. But I'm not saying that I'm going to beat everybody. I know even with these mods on this car, I'm not going to beat everybody at all. It's guys that I lost to that I probably may still lose to. We don't know. I got to get the car and drive it, and I may win, I may lose. But remember, I'm not that type of car guy, so it don't matter if I win or lose. Really, it's a channel for like car reviews. You see what I'm saying? So KD Motorsport, I told you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because we about to turn it up and we about to come with a lot of more content.